The reason why he failed the exam was because he simply did not study hard enough. His poor study habits began to register as a serious problem when his grades started declining consistently. Intelligence is certainly an asset, but without dedicated study effort, natural ability alone cannot guarantee academic success. His declining quiz scores should have served as a warning signal about his inadequate preparation for examinations. He would point his finger at difficult professors, rather than acknowledging his own lack of preparation. He failed to understand that studying relevant material consistently is more important than cramming before exams. Instead of choosing to explore challenging academic concepts deeply, he preferred surface-level understanding of complex subjects. His study group demonstrated poor leadership by enabling his lazy habits, rather than encouraging better preparation. Academic success requires genuine commitment to learning that extends far beyond casual reading and memorization. The exam failure served as a wake-up call about the consequences of insufficient academic preparation. Good grades do not necessarily come easily to students who avoid consistent study and intellectual engagement. Despite being naturally bright, he discovered that intelligence without effort leads to disappointing academic results. His professors tried to frame constructive feedback about study habits, but he dismissed their helpful advice. Academic understanding develops slowly through consistent effort, rather than last-minute intensive cramming sessions before major examinations. The bond between consistent study habits and academic success became clear only after his failure. Universities hire professors to teach, but students must take responsibility for their own learning and preparation. His knowledge had significant holes that became obvious during the comprehensive examination process. He failed to tie together different course concepts because he had not studied them thoroughly. The internal motivation for learning was missing, replaced by external pressure that proved insufficient for success. Academic success requires a chain of consistent daily study habits that he had never developed properly. The required literature remained largely unread, contributing significantly to his poor examination performance and failure. He portrayed himself as a victim of unfair testing, rather than accepting responsibility for inadequate preparation. Poor study habits threatened to derail academic careers and future professional opportunities for unprepared students. The division between successful and unsuccessful students often reflects differences in study dedication and preparation quality. Students cannot secure good grades through intelligence alone, without investing substantial time in focused study. It would amaze most people how little time he actually spent studying, despite claiming to work hard. No technological device or study aid can replace the fundamental requirement for consistent, focused academic preparation. The birth of his academic problems began with procrastination and avoidance of challenging coursework. He could not see the forest for the trees, focusing on minor details while missing major concepts. His friends began to label him as someone who preferred socializing over serious academic commitment. The root cause of his failure traced back to poor time management and lack of study discipline. His brain worked like an efficient factory during social activities, but shut down during study sessions. The expense of retaking courses and extending graduation represents the financial cost of academic negligence. He needed to channel his energy toward productive study activities, rather than recreational distractions and entertainment. Academic advisors helped investigate the underlying causes of his poor study habits and examination failures. The professor's recommendation for improved study techniques could have prevented his failure if he had listened. His class rank dropped significantly due to consistently poor performance on examinations and assignments throughout the semester. It is typical for students to feel nervous before exams. The sun sets in the west every evening. The people in this town are very friendly and helpful.